Hey, Alec.
You know, people always tell me, Alec, your good looks and charm, you could be a governor or something.
Which people?
You know, people. And I say no thanks. A governor doesn't get their hands dirty figuring out how the world works. Freelancers do. Don't ever forget that.
It's one of the things I like about this job.
Like my old javelin I'm fixing up. The seal, the gateway, they're all part of a finely crafted machine. Tune it properly, and you can fly. Forget to oil a gear, and it's just a hunk of metal.
What about the world?
Just a fancy machine. They think there's more to it. The Anthem and all that energy of creation. I think the Shapers like to tinker. It's what the relics are for. Gears to make the world run.
Too bad most relics just want to kill us every chance they get.
Sometimes, yeah. But a javelin does both. It can fly or kill. Depends on how you use it. Just a machine.
If a relic spawns a man-eating Ursix, what good is that?
Hey, Ursic's gotta eat, right? Everything needs fuel.
We're the fuel?
Wrong place, wrong time? Sure. Only the Shapers would know. Part of some blueprint they didn't bother to share with us. Unless I find it.
Hey, Enclave success needs to be shared, right? All of us getting out there, getting the work done. That's what it's about.
But I would pay for it. Look, things are getting better.
Hello there. Sorry, didn't mean to bother you.
No, it's okay. I'm Marilda. I drift sometimes. Not so long ago, I'd paint a scene like this. But now my hands ache too much, so mostly I just watch people go about their day.
It can be fun, imagining who they are, their stories.
It's true. Sometimes you don't even have to imagine. There's a man who strolls the market pocketing fruit when he thinks no one's looking.
Imagine what happens when he's caught.
Oh, I'm waiting for it. Would make a great painting. Now, it's a good way to pass the time while I wait.
Expecting someone?
My daughter, Serana. You remind me of her a bit. Same eyes.
Has she been gone long?
A while. Her patrol hasn't checked in yet.
I'm a freelancer. I might know something about it. Where were they patrolling?
Freemark.
Oh. Was it recently?
It's been a long time. They were buying supplies there.
Freemark was attacked by the Dominion.
Was it?
About 10 years ago.
I'm sure she got out.
Well, no reason she couldn't have. Anything's possible.
See, you understand. That's what I keep telling people. This whole world proves it.
How long have you been waiting?
My sister says too long. She left Fort Tarsis for Antium years ago. I couldn't. I have to be here when Serana gets back.
Any other family?
It's just Serana and me. But I was young once. I know how it is. She probably met some boy. It's kind of you to ask. Most people are strangers these days. Not many talk to an old woman. Or buy her paintings. You should get back to your day. I'll be fine here.
I wish you luck with Serana. I hope you hear from her soon.
I better. The hell she's gonna pay for making me wait gets worse every day.
Go easy on her. Goodbye, Marilda.
But I would pay for it. Look, things are getting better. Well, I don't want 5 of them.
First you find the tomb of General Tarsis, now the Fortress of Dawn. I'm not saying it's like the world's telling you that you were really meant to be a sentinel, but...
Goodbye, Bryn.
Hey, think about it.
Hey, I am so glad you came in today.
Hi, Amal. What's up?
Thanks for asking. I want to run something by you if that's okay.
Do I have a choice?
See, that's why I value your advice. You're smart. Your suggestion for dealing with that aggressive lady was perfect. She told me she respects me now as a bartender.
That's great.
But now, I want to ask you about a woman who moved in across the lane from me. Her name's Karila, and she's really nice, and I kind of like her. A lot.
So what's the problem?
Okay, she says there's a package coming for her, and if she's not home, will I look after it?
What did you tell her?
Here's the thing, she's beautiful, but mysterious, so I never gave her an answer. What do you think I should do?
I don't know. I'd find out what's inside the package before taking it.
That's what I was thinking. Better to be safe than sorry, right? I was worried her friendliness and looks and dark, smoky eyes were affecting my decision-making.
They probably still are.
You are so right. They probably still are. Thanks for the advice. I'll let you know what happens.
You're welcome. Can I order now?
Ah, oh yeah, that's probably why you came in here.
Heard you passed the trials of the Legion of Dawn, then lost the General's Javelin. That's standardized testing for you.
Hello. You're a freelancer, aren't you?
Do we know each other?
Word gets around. There was a time my job was to listen to those words.
Huh. So that makes you...
A spy. Nadira's husband. I think she spoke to you.
Right. She did. You must be Leighton.
This isn't awkward. A grown man prodded into making friends. But my wife insisted.
She said you were a spy. You must have been one of Tassin's people.
Not quite. I was fighting her people. Dominion. Ex-Dominion. I see Nadira failed to mention that.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I defected.
I respect that. The Dominion are a pretty terrible bunch to work for.
Yeah, that's easy to say when you're outside of it, but inside, a man's conscience is never allowed to take root. Like this monitor you've been dealing with. I know his kind well.
I can't imagine.
It's a chorus of one. People forced to sing the same notes. Control, tyranny, supremacy. They become the only notes you know.
Sounds like hell.
I ran from it. Any life in Bastion had to be better than Strollheim.
I'd call Fort Tarsus a work in progress. Some days are good, some bad. Same with the people.
What matters is the balance of decency. It's a commodity in short supply in this world. If we can't find it, we must grow it ourselves.
So you're a spy and a philosopher.
It was my wife who said that, the day I defected to Corvus. She debriefed me. I fell for Nadira before the day was even out.
Must have been one hell of a day.
She was a light at the end of a very dark tunnel. Here was a woman who'd fought in the same shadows I had, yet never surrendered her conscience.
What about you? Was your conscience intact when you defected?
It was lost. Nadira helped me find it again. Meeting her was... Without her, my life before.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm sorry. Bad memories from before. I try not to think about it.
Nadira mentioned that.
She thinks talking about the past will help me. We'll see how it goes.
Well, until next time.
Yes, I'm still learning to make friends the normal way. I hope you'll drop by again.
answer to no one except the Emperor himself. Between the dark of night and the light of day stands the Dawn Guard. Last time, we left Alhazen trying to save the wounded walker from the Arcanist laboratory and the Anzu horde. While in the depths, Easley and Hawking tried to stop a cataclysm despite the chimera it unleashed. The cataclysm is growing, Easley. More of those things are coming through.
Hawking, the faster you silence it, the safer we'll all be.
Go. Warn the others. I'll deal with the relic.
What? That's crazy. You can't do this alone.
I'm not. Make sure Walker and Alhazen aren't either. If we make it out of this, Walker, we're definitely getting you a lighter javelin.
We aren't getting out, Alhazen. You are. I'm not leading my whole team to their deaths. I won't.
You said it yourself. We don't get to die today.
I was wrong. It's here.
Caught between a cataclysm and a chimera? Will anyone make it out alive? Find out next time on Dawn Guard.
That girl. Are you and Jack in some sort of who can be the bigger hero?
What were your missing Sentinel's exact orders?
Track, report, and bring back the Shaper relic taken by the Scars. Who knows what those little pincers are planning to do with it. Alright, we have the last place I heard from them. Looks like the Scars are here too.
The Scar hives are down. Good riddance. That's the last of them.
Good. Let's look for signs of the Sentinels.
Found a beacon. They made it out of here alive and left a trail. Well trained.
Think the Grey grab its great paw. Okay, got their next location.
Bryn, this is really far from the fort.
I know. The Scars that took that relic dragged it all the way out there. It's like they're trying to hide something from us.
A second beacon, Bryn.
Was hoping for more sentinel-shaped finds, but I'll take it. Wait, I know where this is pointing us. An old mine. Abandoned.
On my way.
You're approaching the mine. Freelancer?
Yeah, Bryn?
Just be careful. The mine just looks like a war zone. Sentinels must have fought the scars on their way in. Scars barricaded the mine entrance. Looks recent. Okay, look for explosives. Scars always have explosives. I'm on it. Found a bomb. What did I tell you? Scars. Take it to the barricade. Bryn, I'm arming the bomb. Stay close while it arms. Scars won't be happy. Bomb's done arming. Get some distance. That did it. Barricade's down. Great. Into the mines.
Arcanist equipment. Wanna bet that Shaper relic's in here too?
Likely. And you're looking for 6 Sentinels. If you find anything else, let me know.
Bryn, one of your team.
Bar! Is he okay?
Fought a lot of scars. Don't think anyone made it.
How is he? Can you help him?
Sentinel Bar, can you stand?
Yes. Took some knocks, but come away.
Are you sure?
Freelancer. I have to see this blood.
Scars! Got more scars. You know what to do. Sentinel, I found one of your people.
It's Sentinel, Sharon.
Right. Understood. see a signet. It's missing.
There was a big scar. Their leader. They must have taken it.
Where is it now?
You should... Wait, there's a massive scar heading in your direction.
Duty calls, freelancer. This is for Brown and the squad.
Bart, watch our systems.
Acknowledged.
Here's the last signet.
Sentinel Bar? What happened?
That relic the scars took went volatile. Squad tried to seal it off.
Bar, you okay?
Wound reopened. Have to stop. Find the last sentinels.
Will do.
We found 4 sentinels so far. The other 2 could still be alive.
I'll tell you if I see them, Bryn.
What, is that an R6? It's huge. How's that R6 still standing?
Get the top one! That's it. Future 6 down.
Phew, good going. Now that you've got breathing room, any signs of the sentinels?
Bryn, I found the 5th sentinel.
Sentinel Tam.
This Shaper relic made the R6. Tam must have died silencing it. If your sentinels hadn't shut it down, things would be way worse.
True. That's true. It's... done. You did good work.
I'm sorry I couldn't find your last sentinel. He might have made it out.
Thanks to you, we saved Darien. And the others can be at peace. I have arrangements to make. And a missing sentinel to track down.
Take care, Bryn.
Do you want to improve your javelin? Good timing. We just got some excellent new stuff.
That girl in the...
Now here's where it gets fun. Time to make a statement.
Let's get to work. Are you and Jack in some sort of who can be the bigger hero contest? That's the third Sentinel patrol he's rescued from scars this week.
Hello again, Merelda. Still people watching?
There you are. I was starting to think you'd miss lunch.
I didn't know we had plans.
All that time in Freemark, you haven't had a home-cooked meal in years. The Serana I knew never turned down grilled gazik.
Serana?
The name I gave you the day I brought you into this world. No wonder I never heard from you. The Anthem must have set a few screws loose.
You seem a little tired. Maybe think about getting some rest.
Rest? You finally come back, and that's how you apologize. Mom, go take a nap.
Well, it's just that...
It wasn't easy, Serana. Everyone told me you were dead, but deep down, I knew if you loved someone enough, the Anthem of creation would make it right. Somehow it would bring my daughter back to me. If it hadn't, I couldn't live without my girl.
I think you're confused. I'm not your daughter. I'm sorry.
You have your father's sense of humor. All his pranks drove me nuts.
This isn't a prank. You're mistaking me for Serena.
Don't get smart. I waited years for you to come back. And if you hadn't, I can't live on hope anymore. No point in going on. If it isn't you, I'd rather be dead.
You have to accept that Serena is never coming back. Freemark was 10 years ago. If you haven't heard from her since...
But...
I'm sorry for your loss. I really am.
I don't know. Dead? It can't be. You're a liar.
I'm afraid not. I'm so sorry.
She's all I had. My girl. Please, leave. I need to be alone.
Of course. I'll let you be.
Market was looking pretty empty not too long ago. Business is improving, hopefully.
Now it's something. Hey, pal. It's really good to see you.
Hey, Neeson.
I'm glad you bumped into me because I want to give you a heads up on Sentinel Bryn.
What about her?
Okay, so she's got a thing about scars.
What about them?
Well, she's always going on about how we have to be careful because they're a threat and dangerous and scars this and scars that.
She's right. Scars are a constant danger.
Sure, but she's fixated on them. Every time I bring up scars, she goes on a rant about what a murderous plague they are.
Maybe she's got a reason to feel the way she does.
I'm sure she does, but maybe it's time to let it go and start realizing that scars are people too.
But scars aren't people.
I know that. It's just an expression.
Actually, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. I'm thinking we should just agree to disagree on this one. Hey, do you want to tag along while I run some errands?
I'd rather not.
Then maybe I could tag along with you.
Rather you didn't.
Yeah, you're right. We should be getting back to work. See you later, Lancer.
Freelancer, I have an idea.
Hello to you too, Bryn.
Sorry. Hello. Anyhow, listen, I think our Freelancer Sentinel collaboration needs to expand systematically. To that end, would you care to help our patrols? Can always use reliable backup.
The Sentinels won't mind sharing the glory.
If enough people are shooting at them when you arrive, it should be fine.
Hello, Bryn.
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Are you all right?
Of course, I'm all right. Everything's fine. Just... we lost some Lancers. I ordered Sentinels too far out, far beyond patrol boundaries. They need the risks when I sent them out there.
You're a commander. This can't be the first time you've lost troops.
No, of course not. It's the first time I've lost good people because I was being a reckless fool. You and I have been working together, and you made it look so doable, so possible.
Bryn,
I thought we could handle things from here on our own.
In our line of work, bad calls mean that people die.
Rules keep the world in order. I told you I broke my own rules, and they died for it.
If it helps, you're not the first, and you won't be the last. I've seen a lot of good freelancers go through this.
How did you get through it?
What do you think the answer to that question is?
I think my best guess would be to grieve and atone. I know what you're doing, Freelancer. You may have noticed this about me, but I'm not...
Big on the talking about feelings front?
Or having them. It's not really my strong suit.
Tell you what, you leave relationship building to me, and I'll leave the decisive military strategy to you.
Deal.
Hey, I was hoping you'd drop in.
Here I am.
Remember I told you about Karila and that package, and you said don't take it if you don't know what's in it?
Yeah?
Okay, so she wouldn't tell me what was in it, so I didn't take it. The next morning, her door's wide open, and I see some guy with a death grip on her arm. So I walk over, just to see if everything's all right. Then the guy tells me to walk away. I thought Karila needs my help, so I say, I don't think so. That's when I notice he's holding a knife. He comes at me, and then Karila kicks him in the stomach and jumps on his back. Before I know it, she's got the knife, and he's holding his neck. He takes a couple steps and slowly sinks to the ground. Then Karila gives me a look, starts crying, and says, please help me. So now she's in my apartment with the package, and across the lane, there's a dead guy in her place.
Go directly to the Sentinels and tell them what happened.
Okay, thanks. I owe you big time.
Get to it.
Antium's elite lancers answer to no one. Or do they? Between the dark of night and the light of day stands the Dawn Guard. In the city of Antium, an important meeting is taking place in the Imperial Palace.
Cypherada, thank you for coming.
I'm honored, Your Majesty. Your message said you had a task for me.
Corvus believes you are the best cipher in Anthem, that you can locate a complete stranger using their link alone. Tell me, have you ever worked with freelancers?
Freelancer. My husband Leighton said you spoke to him.
Right. The spy, who defected.
I'm sorry I didn't mention that. I only see him as Leighton. I forgot his past can still scare people.
Seems like it's still scaring him, too.
That's the problem. Tassin had me debrief him when he came over. It was clear right away that his work for the Dominion, it left him a shell. I've been hoping he can reinvent himself here.
Be great if there was a button you could push, erase the past, make it all go away. But it doesn't work like that.
I have no illusions. The things Leighton did will never change. But maybe how he feels about them can.
What did he do?
He inflicted a lot of pain. Against us. And his own people.
If it was so bad, there should be consequences. Prison. Something.
I understand why you feel that way. But he risked his life coming here. We couldn't punish him for it. If we did, nobody would ever defect.
You'd rather use them.
He gave us years of Dominion intel.
And apparently along the way he fell for you.
I was just doing my job. Debriefing the enemy.
Except now you're married to him.
I saw who he really was. Haunted.
Not exactly love at first sight.
No. But he was haunted by the ghost of the better man he might have been. I've seen that man. It's in him. He grew on me.
He's lucky he found you. I guess it works out for you both.
We share the same flaws, same struggles. And our dinner conversation doesn't freak each other out. But I'm worried about him. More and more, he wants to be alone.
Any idea what's bothering him?
He's talking to himself, sometimes in his sleep. I don't know what it means. I want to help, but he just waves me off.
Well, he seemed okay talking to me.
Maybe this is an opening. I'd really appreciate if you kept at it.
I'll see what I can do.
We've kind of lost Sentinel Patrol. I need you to head to their last location.
Heading over there.
Sentinels are fighting a lot of scorpions. Get in there and take those bugs out. Looks like we're not done yet. The Sentinel Patrol's asking for backup. Can you help?
Can do.
Watch out for scar turrets. Well, the last scar turret's now a pile of scrap.
Need a revive!
Appreciate it.
attention. I need you to rendezvous with a team of sentinels on a raid. On my way. Help the sentinels take out the scar hives. Good. 2 left. That's all of the hives. Very good.
scars are down.
That's everything. Nice work out there today. You've got the Sentinel's gratitude.
Hi there, Merelda.
Can't sleep, huh? I get insomnia too. I thought it would get better with you back, but still wide awake.
You okay?
Just thinking. I used to sketch you and imagine the conversations we'd have when you returned, Serana.
How'd it go?
I never knew where to start. How did it happen? When? How long were you out there? Were you hurt? Did the Anthem bring you back?
The Anthem can work miracles, I guess. It's pure creation. Somehow, it watched out for me.
That's what it does. It must have heard all my prayers. So what did you see out there in the world?
Everywhere I went, there was an adventure. Saw all kinds of incredible things. Silence, lots of relics.
Just like you dreamed as a little girl?
The life of a freelancer.
Must have been so exciting. And from the looks of it, full of good food. You've put on a few pounds since I last saw you.
Hey!
I'm your mother. I get to be honest with you. Now, you be honest with me. Why didn't you come back sooner? Why make me wait all those years?
I tried telling you before, this whole situation... You're confused. I'm not who you think I am.
You trying that again? Telling me you're not my daughter?
I'm trying to tell you the truth.
You don't think I know my own child? When you were hurt, I tried to...
Hurt? When?
There was nothing I could do. Your father and I, we... Forget it. It's nothing. The Anthem brought you back, and that's all that matters. Now, I'm tired. Let's talk another time.
Hope you feel better.
Hey, remember Karila and the package and how she killed that guy and you told me to go to the Sentinels?
Once the killing started, it just made sense to get the authorities involved.
Oh, you made a good call. When we got back to my place, there was nothing there. No Karila, no package, and when I checked her place, spotless.
What did the Sentinels say?
Their commander, Vul, said I was lucky they didn't arrest me for wasting their time. I was confused, relieved, and embarrassed all at the same time. And the weirdest thing of all, after the Sentinels left, Karila shows up.
Seriously?
I know. She says, "Thank you, Amal." Then gives me the sweetest kiss of my entire life. I just hope she got her share of the Ember.
The package was filled with Ember?
It's crazy what people will do for Ember, huh? But now she's gone. Her place is empty, and I have no idea where she is.
Yeah, but she knows where you are. Maybe she'll stop by someday.
That would be nice, as long as nobody gets killed next time. She was a lot of trouble. I'm sure gonna miss her.
Layton, how are things?
Do we know each other?
I'm a freelancer. We spoke before. You told me you defected from...
Of course. I'm sorry. I remember now. My wife wants me to make new friends. Not doing a good job of it, am I?
You okay?
I don't think so. No, there's a fog. Too much time thinking about the past.
It might help if you talk about it instead.
I was a different man back then. Your opinion of me, it will change.
I won't lie, it could. But I've seen my share of rough stuff in the world. Try me.
I was a Dominion cipher, a surveillance tool of the state directed against our own people. I tracked their movements, their plans, their sedition. I was very good at this. I was the unseen hand keeping the flock in line. When I caught one straying, they died. Many strayed.
That couldn't have been easy.
Easier than what came next. I also had physical talents, strength, agility, marksmanship. The Dominion put these to use. I was sent abroad on missions. I hunted enemy ciphers, then mentally tortured them to extract information. They begged me to end their agony, which I did, putting a bullet in the source of their pain, their skull. There were so many of them, I lost track. So, what do you think of me now, freelancer?
I'll give you credit for being honest. That was some seriously unvarnished truth.
A truth I can't seem to reconcile with myself. I did those things.
I can see why your wife is concerned about you.
More than anything, I want to be the man she thinks I can be. The other day, I helped a woman and her boy churn some butter. It was simple. It was real. It's the life I want.
What's holding you back?
The memories don't just vanish.
Your wife mentioned that you've been talking to yourself?
The curse of being a cipher. It's all a jumble. A single word could lead to a memory, and then another I thought I'd forgotten. When I'm thinking, I don't realize it's out loud sometimes.
What's bothering you?
A name. A woman. Aurora. It keeps repeating. She was... Damn headache. I can't remember.
It's okay. If it's too painful...
Aurora is expendable. Collateral damage is acceptable. The state has decided. The state has decreed.
What?
I don't know. It's a memory. I don't know who she was or what I did, but I can feel it.
Whatever happened with her, I think it's tearing you apart.
Can I ever be whole again?
Talk to your wife. Nadir could help. She's worried about you.
No, the shame. Not until I understand this. I need some time to think.
I understand.
to the end. Challenge the Anthem. And you challenge the way of creation. Nothing is real because nothing lasts. We're all clay to be molded, puppets of meat.
Hi, Bryn. How are you holding up?
Freelancer. Good. You remember that 6th missing sentinel? The one we couldn't find in the mines? I've discovered a weak signal. Very weak, but it could be him.
I'll track him down for you.
With earlier losses, we're short-handed and... Oh, thank you. The sentinels appreciate... I appreciate it.
He's been building it himself.
Freelancer, hi. Are you ready?
Always. Where am I headed?
Sentinel Andron is the Lancer missing from that score mine. If I found his signal, it's weak, but it's there.
I'll hunt it down. This is the old Strider port. It's overrun by scars.
Now that you're closer, I can use your javelins to better triangulate Andron's position. Got it! Head into the compound. The signal is stronger there.
Won't be that easy. The compound has heavy defenses.
Then I guess we've got to get through them.
You got it? around.
No sign of Andrew. I don't... You should be right on top of him.
They must be hiding him.
Take out those hives. That's the last hive. Now for the scars. That's the last of them. And a hatch. Getting close now. Strongest readings yet. So many scars.
Are probably guarding something.
I see Andrin. And a lot of scars.
I'll clear them out.
Dropped a key. It must be for the cage. Can you grab it?
Got the key.
Good. Now get rid of the scars and free Andrew. Are gone. Now get to Andrin.
Need help!
Andrin!
Hey, Scar, wanted info on fort defenses.
Sentinels are on their way to pick Andrin up, Freelancer.
Hey, Scar, still out there. You gotta stop it now.
I will, Andrin. Help is on the way. Rin, can you track that Iskari?
There is a strange energy signal near you.
Let's get this thing.
Agreed. The last thing we need is a chatty Scar leader with plans for the fort.
wanted to know the fort's defenses. What's its long?
Ask it.
Are you serious?
Sure. Or, I'd like to know the evil plan. Then kill it.
Uh-huh.
That's it, team. We found Lady Scar Eye.
Fresh corpse follows me.
Corpse? Not likely.
It comes from the metal walls. It blankets itself.
Ask what it wants. Try the plan. Lancer. Hi. Are you ready?
Always. Where am I headed?
Sentinel Andron is the Lancer missing from that scar mine. If I found his signal, it's weak, but it's there.
I'll hunt it down. This is the old Strider port. It's overrun by scars.
Now that you're closer, I can use your javelins to better triangulate Andron's position. Got it! Head into the compound. The signal is stronger there.
Won't be that easy. The compound has heavy defenses.
I guess we've got to get through them.
Working on it. Hives everywhere.
Any sign of Andron?
Nothing yet.
I don't... You should be right on top of him.
They must be hiding him.
Take out those hives. That's the last hive. Now for the scars.
a lead as any.
Strongest ratings yet. Andred's got to be in here.
This many scars must be guarding something.
I see Andred. And a lot of scars.
I'll clear them out.
Can you grab it?
Got the key.
Good. Now get rid of the scars and free Andred. Scars are gone. Now get to Andred. Andred!
Hey, Scar, I wanted info on Fort defenses.
Sentinels are on their way to pick Andred up, Freelancer.
Hey, Scar, still out there. You gotta stop it now.
I will, Andred. Help is on the way. Bryn, can you track that Iskari?
There is a strange energy signal near you.
Let's get this thing.
Agreed. The last thing we need is a chatty Scar leader with plans for the fort.
said the Iskari wanted to know the fort's defenses. What's its long game?
Ask it.
Are you serious?
Sure. Hello, my lord. I'd like to know your evil plan. Then kill it.
Uh-huh.
That's it! The Iskari!
What fresh corpse follows me?
Think it sees me.
It comes from the metal walls. It blankets itself in the fort.
Ask what it wants! Try the plan!
What? Fine. Tell us what you want, Iskari!
The Arcanists fumble at Shaper relics. Damaris, the Iskari will make them work. Shaper's energy will gather. Swarms will feed. Metal, flesh, machines. Damaris will strip your fort's bones.
Great green grabbits, it's actually telling us the plan.
Disperse. Answer is too late.
The Iskari might be down, but that relic it was ranting about.
We'll find it. Together.
Good. And good work. Meet me back at the fort. We'll figure out what to do next.
That girl in the market, Serna, she seems like...
Now here's where it gets fun. Time to make a statement.
back in some sort of who can be the bigger hero contest? That's the third Sentinel patrol he's rescued from scars this week.
Hi, Merelda. How are you?
I don't know. I went looking for your father's ashes so we could spread them. They weren't there.
Doesn't mean we still can't have a memorial for him.
No, the vase wasn't there. And it's strange, now that I'm trying to remember some things you've said. I wonder, I don't know if the vase was ever there. I'm not sure what's happening anymore.
That's actually a good sign.
That I have a knack for losing stuff.
That you're realizing, well, what you thought was true isn't.
A vase?
Why is it so important?
Your dad, of course. He died. But I already knew that.
How did he die?
You were hurt. And?
I was? How? This is important.
No. I don't want to remember that day.
You've been in denial. Remembering what happened is the only way to get past this.
The truth almost killed me.
Except it didn't. You're still here. You're strong. What happened?
It was a warm day. Freemark was hot that time of year. You were playing with your father, pretending you were a javelin pilot. He was roaring like an Ursix, chasing you. You were so young. Your little legs scampering around, so happy. But then...
It's okay.
The sirens started. Gunfire was everywhere. Someone shouted, "The Dominion are here." Then the explosions. I heard you scream. Ran over. Your father was bleeding, but you were under the rubble. Piles of concrete. I tried lifting it, but it was too heavy. You were yelling, "Daddy's hurt, help Daddy." I pulled him away. Then there was another explosion. The rubble collapsed, but you...
You can do this.
You died. My brave little girl. You were supposed to grow up and be a freelancer, fall in love, become a woman, but you never did. Because I couldn't save you. Can you ever forgive me?
You don't even have to ask. It was never your fault.
I've wanted so badly to say I'm sorry. But you were gone.
I forgive you.
That means more than you can know.
I have a pretty good idea.
Your father. He died the next day. They took him away. I never got to bury him. Either of you. Except... you're not Serana, are you? You are everything I'd hoped you'd become. There's a mother out there lucky to have you as a son. What you've done for me, you saved me.
I just gave you a little nudge.
My thanks could never be enough, but... thank you.
Be well. Take care of yourself.
We thought he died out there. We had a memorial.
He's still alive. That's a good thing, even if he joined the regulators. But he thought that maybe he did it to survive.
Freelancer. Great timing. I've been thinking about Shaper relics.
Where is this heading?
All that Shaper energy sloshing around keeps activating relics, or reactivating them. It never ends. We really need more experienced Lancers keeping them in check.
Should I just warm up my javelin now?
Well, if you have time to stop the Shaper menace.
Hey, Bryn.
Oh, freelancer. Hello.
Everything okay? You seem preoccupied lately. That's not like you.
What? Yes. No, just distracted.
I can tell you're hiding something from me, Bryn.
I'm not lying. It's nothing. It's just... I'm writing...
And it looks like it's troubling you.
I'm writing stories.
What?
Oh, for the love of all Gazax. Have you ever heard of the Crimson Lancer?
The radio show? It's one of Halleck's favorites.
You know it? Who's your favorite character? Wait, forget I asked. I don't want to ruin this already tenuous friendship.
So, what does this have to do with your writing?
Sometimes the show just doesn't go the way it's supposed to. When my brain needs a rest from my work, I rewrite the show. Myself. So it's better.
But why not just add to it? Why change it?
I suppose. Things can't always go the way I want them to. Here or in the field. But when I rewrite the shows, everything goes exactly according to plan. My plan.
Does anyone else ever read it?
My work is very well received.
By whom, exactly?
I have no idea. I post them on a board downstairs under a different name. I get the most appreciative letters from Crimson Dancer 69.
You've got to let me see them. They sound excellent.
If you find the board, you too can send feedback. Unless you think Anson dating Kista is a good idea, then I don't want to hear it.
Nadira.
Freelancer. My husband Layton mentioned you saw him again.
We spoke. He told me about his past. What he did for the Dominion.
Pretty bad, I'm guessing.
It was hard to hear. But if you're a Dominion spy, I guess it's part of the job.
The things they do to their own people, or make their people do to themselves. I can't imagine bearing those scars.
He talked about someone named Aurora. I think it's a woman he knew. Something bad happened to her.
Aurora?
That rings a bell?
I've seen the name. A briefing on an old Dominion operation. Details were sketchy. I'm trying to remember. I think it was called Prism Tacit. That was their code name for it.
Do you think Layton was involved?
He must have been. But if I ask him, it'll get messy. I'm his wife now, not his debriefing agent. There's too much emotion involved.
This can't be easy. Married to someone with a past like that.
It works both ways. He puts up with me, too. In this line of work, we've all got baggage.
Must be worth the trouble, though.
It is.
Well, if I see Layton again, I'll ask him about Prism Tacit.
Thank you.
We have lots of rare items. There's a new bakery just opened in the market. I miss the smell of fresh bread.